How do you go from this to this? Well, sit back and let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 Edition cast build. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting, hit the notification bell. Just do all the things. So yes, I am here today because I am preparing for season 4 in my 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 Edition series. So thank you for my subscribers who've been here, and thank you for my new subscribers. If you would like to know what goes on is I get to the last 2 or 3 episodes and I start to post the cast bills, house bills, friend bills, everybody and everything who will be associated with season 4 of the next 90 day series. So today I am building a sim and his name is Ishir Burman. So Ishir is, I'm trying to model him like if he were in the real world, he would be Indian descent. So we'll see how this goes because I always make my sims with different twists and turns because in the sim world, to me, there are unlimited ethnicities and backgrounds, and you don't have to color within the lines. And so I usually don't a lot of times. So we'll see how this goes. You see the sim I started him from, and I'm working on his eyes and face shape a lot. So I'm pleased with how he ends up, but let's talk about his background. So Ashir is a 37-year-old sim. He is going to be the one half of the partnership for season 4. Now, his partner I have built, and I'm building them in the cast room together, even though when you meet them, they won't be together because they have not met in sim life. Okay. So he will be the other half of Marina Sedna's partner. Now, he lives in an isolated area of the sim world, and there's a reason for that because he is a secret service agent with the Sim Bureau of Investigation, the SBI. Now, if you want to know, we are living in an alternative universe where the government has found out that Sims that are occult exist. Also, I want to give you a disclaimer. I have a cold. I'm not feeling well, but I needed to get this done because I have a lot going on in real life right now. So please excuse the sniffling and the hesitations and all of that. However, back to the story. So let's get back immersed. The government decided to take Sims from each occult that they found out about, and they were running experimentation on them. Now, what this did was eventually it spiraled because the government decided they needed more Sims as test subjects. They also, in turn set off a panic, and rightfully so. So occult Sims went into hiding. The government was splitting families up, breaking people apart. It was really scary times in the Sim universe. So what happened is Ashir was already working as a government agent, and honestly, he did not even have any direct ties to that part of it, but he does believe in certain human rights. And so he thought that it would be smart to keep his job at this point in time, even though he did not agree with what the government as a whole was doing. Now, the government is huge. The SBI is huge, but he's working and he does certain things in his work. There's been things he's done and he's not proud of, and there's been things where he's really helped the sim world. So what happened is he met Marina online, and he was fascinated by her name, and she disclosed that she loved to swim, she loved the water, but it did come up in conversation. Well, what do you think, about what they've been doing to a cult? And she's been clear that she doesn't agree with it, but she's told him that she doesn't fully understand everything because she's not in a cult, is what she's told him. However, she just believes in families. She believes in keeping families together whenever it is possible and healthy. And so that's where she stands with it. So since that time, he has not disclosed that he's an SBI agent. He wonders what she'll think about it because a lot of his friends look at him sideways now, even though he's not the person that's taken a Cole Sims off the street. But still, it's one of those things like, well, how could you work there? But sometimes you need good people in hard places to make things better. But it's always been a question within his friend circle. So he's not disclosed it to her. Plus, sometimes he does do undercover work. Sometimes his work is confidential. So it's not something that he's free to talk about anyway. Now, Marina has not told him, as a side note, that she is a mermaid. She's actually stated that she's not when the question came up, a cult, period. So she doesn't talk about that much because she doesn't want to give anything away. She's worked hard to hide anything that could show what she is. Now, one thing is they have not met in person, and they started as a friendship. And Marina was very open about wanting to move because her excuse was that she's young and she just doesn't know what direction she wants to take in her life. And so Ashir told her about what his town is like and that there's really nobody there. And jokingly, he said, not many people will want to live here because he has a few loner tendencies, but it's not extreme. He's not completely introverted. And she jokingly said that sounds like a place she would love to live because she is living in a small town now, even though Ashir doesn't know exactly where. So along the way, she was messaging him, he was messaging back, and an attraction started to build. And in that attraction that started building, there was flirting happening. They have seen each other. They post pictures online. They video chatted. So this is not like a catfish thing, okay? They video chatted, and he just thinks that she is beautiful inside and out. They've had deep conversations, and he thinks she's a lovely personality. And he saw her pictures, he thought she looked great, but when they video chatted, it was just the way the light hit her on the screen, and he was smitten, and he is smitten. And so they have made plans to meet up for the first time in person. He's nervous about it. He's always nervous when he dates to tell people about his job because depending on where he is, if he's undercover, he can't even talk about it at all. He can go off the map at times, and maybe that's why their relationship has progressed slower. He also worries a little bit about their age difference because at different stages in life it may not matter much, but at 37 and 26 it can. And so he just wants to know where it can go. He's been an isolated sim for far too long, and he doesn't want to keep living like that. So I hope you enjoyed this cast build as we finish up, and I hope you tune in for season 4 of our 90-Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition because I'm excited about diving and delving into this story. So as a reminder, please remember to keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye-bye.